Hey there, Maple Nuts. I am excited to bring you another educational video. We are going to take our first step into turning my Shishigashira into a bonsai. First step it is, I will be air layering certain parts of this tree in order to shorten it up, right? I could cut it, but I don't want to throw away those branches. I will air layer them. If I get a tree out of them, that's a bonus. If not, it is okay. I know that I am a little late into the air layering season. Actually, I'm very late for that. So what I have in my favor is that I am actually air layering a Shishigashira. So the reality is that Shishigashiras are really easy to take on air layers. So I got that going for me. Other than that, if I lose the branch, it is okay. I'm not too worried about it. All I want is this tree to become a bonsai. So I'm gonna shorten it up a little bit, right? And what I'm gonna use is this whole part. Really, what I want is this, right? This flare is just epic looking, right? But I want some of that tree too. So I'm gonna air layer some branches like right here. I already marked some areas, right? This I'm cutting. Here I'm air layering. I'm air layering this, most likely that, and right here too, okay? I'm gonna air layer right here. I'm gonna get a good about 6, 7, maybe 8 air layers out of this one tree. So with that being said, let's get to it. All right, guys, we have our Shishigashira right here. There's a couple of parts where I will be air layering, but what I'm after is at this area right here, all right? This area, or actually right here, obviously the base, the flare, and around right here, okay? The rest has to go, all right? This would be our first step into turning this beautiful tree into a bonsai. Check that flare. I was cleaning it earlier. Look at that. Whole finger go through there. Look at that, all the way to the third knuckle, all the way to the other side of the tree right here, all right? Look at that one too. It goes all the way across. All right, this one does not go across, guys. It doesn't, all right? So it is okay, guys. It is perfectly okay. But I will be air layering right here, right here, right here. I don't know about these, okay? I don't know yet, but I will be, actually, I got some marks right here for you guys. You see that right there? Courtesy of Jason Robards, the owner of Creek House Bonsai Nursery. He's helping me out with this. He already told me where to kind of start my journey right here with this tree. And it will be air layer in these marks right here. There's another mark right here. Unfortunately, I'm not able to air layer that. I'm gonna tell you why. I just don't have the space to put an air layer right here, okay? It's just not gonna happen. There's a branch right here that I kind of already cut. That is this ugly branch that used to grow and it twists and grew that way, okay? I needed this branch to grow this way, all right? Like that, but no, it decided to just turn this way, and for that one reason, it has to go, okay? Now this right here, I'm just gonna cut it, guys, and forget about it, all right? I lost it. It's just not gonna happen, but I want to be able to save this section right here where it opens up. In fact, let's just go ahead and make that one cut right there, all right? All right, this is the branch that we'll be cutting. So in reality, we don't need this. I'm just gonna get that out of the way just so you guys can see what I am going to cut out of this tree. It's going to be this whole section right here. Actually, you know what? No, I can't do it, okay? I need this branch, all right? That's why I cut what grew this way in hope that you see that little growth right there? You see that one little new growth right there? That is what I'm after, okay? This may give me that branch that I need going this way, okay? And sorry about my nails. They're usually not that, but I was just dealing with the flare of my tree, all right? So, and apologies for that. Anyways, so what I'm after is right there, okay? So I need to cut this whole section right there, okay? Let me give you a much better look. Boom, all right? So let's just go ahead and get rid of that. Sorry about that. This is pretty sad, all right? It's pretty sad. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a little bit for right there, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna seal that real quick. I'm gonna grab a little tree wound sealer, all right? I'm just gonna pop that in right there, like so, okay? We will probably remove it in a few years, okay? In the meantime, it's just gonna stay there. All right, guys, so we got rid of the painful part of this process, which it was to lose this branch. It was an ugly branch. Look at that, guys. It was ugly as hell. Yuck. Anyways, I don't feel too bad now that I'm seeing it. So let's just go ahead and go to our next step, which it would be an actual air layer, all right? So let's just do that. All right, real quick, before we even begin to do the air layer, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the materials that I'm using here for this project, right? We have water, okay? Got a little bit of water. You gotta get the trunk a little wet before you apply your root hormone. Talking about root hormone, this is Hormex number 8, okay? It is very good for Japanese maples. And I will be applying it with this little brush, okay? Just all right. Anyways, we have some 10-gallon bags that I kind of open up for that first air layer. We have some bonsai wire, you know, that thin one that nobody uses. Well, I'm gonna use it for air layering. We have some body tape right here, and the reason why I'm using this on this air layer, and from now on I'm gonna use this for all my air layer, is to seal the top and the bottom to prevent water from coming in or going out of my air layers. All right, I am sick and tired of having my air layers having too much water on them due to rain or something. Nope, I'm gonna seal them, okay? It's not gonna happen anymore. Sphagnum moss with water. I did add a little bit of that Hormex number 8 to the water and have this sphagnum moss here ready to go. Some alcohol to clean the trunk before I make my incisions. I have some more wire just in case the other, I have problem with the other. I got that other, and I have this other backup as well, okay? This wire actually works really, really good, but I want to use it as a last resort. I have some aluminum foil, which I will be covering all my air layers with aluminum foil from now on as well. I have the tree wound sealer, 2 types of them. This is more of a liquid type, and this is the one that I use. This I'm not using. We have a grafting blade and some bonsai cutting tools, all right, to include a wire cutter. Okay, that should be it for all the tools that you need to do your air layers on your tree. All right, guys, this would be the area where I will be air layering my first air layer. Let's just go ahead and remove this, serve its purpose. We're gonna go ahead and drench a little bit with some alcohol. This whole area, it's alcohol, okay? Grab some paper towels and dry that real nice. And the thing about Shishigashiras is that usually when you touch a branch, it's gonna crack, all right? You're gonna hear the crack and the branch is gone, all right? Shishigashiras are not flexible trees whatsoever. They're very brittle, so if you touch a branch, most likely you will end up breaking it. So you need to be very careful with Shishigashira. All right, next thing, we're gonna determine where we're gonna make our incision, okay? We wanna have a little bit of a trunk, okay? It's about this area right here, okay? At least that. So we want roots growing from this section right here, from this node right here, that's a node. And this is another node, right? And you notice that these are very separated, but these are very together, right? So I'm gonna have to cut through this node and I'm gonna have to cut through this node, all right? And between here and here, I'm gonna do my incision, okay? I'm gonna make it wide because I don't want this tree to callus over and start sending nutrients to this branch, because it's not going to send roots to this area whatsoever, okay? So it is very important that you go wide on that incision. Don't make a tiny incision, okay? You're gonna run risk with callusing over, all right? So let's just go ahead and start doing our incision. So we're gonna go ahead and do our horizontal incision, which is, you know, the one that it goes around the trunk. Okay. Right there, okay? That's one. And then we're gonna go across this one, all right? So our next incision is gonna be down here somewhere. Around right here. Maybe around right there, okay? Okay. Right there, okay? And what we're going to do is we're gonna remove all this cambium layer, right? And we're gonna scrape it afterward and just leave the woody part of that interior, right? Let's just go ahead and do that. Bam, okay? Same thing all the way across. There you go. See, you scrape it a little bit. You get that stuff out, okay? You don't want none of that cambium layer residue on your tree, okay? It gotta be completely out, completely. You see all that? That's all cambium layer right there. It's just sending nutrients to that tree. All that right here, okay? You don't want none of that. Just give you a better zoom. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go around, all right? I need to remove the cambium layer from around right here. All right, we're gonna grab just a clean paper towel, remove all that excess of cambium layer here, okay? That is looking pretty nice, pretty fantastic. I am pleased with that. So our next step is gonna be simple. We're gonna spray a little bit of water right here, okay? Spray a little bit of water. Okay, that's good. Some Hormex, all right, and what I like to do is I don't like to stick my brush there. I'll just put a little bit on the cap, right, like so. Simple. Grab a little bit. Okay, look. Okay, right there. Okay, same on the back. All right, just like so. Guys, our next step is going to be, we're gonna grab the sphagnum moss. We are gonna grab some of that sphagnum moss, all right? And what we're going to do, let's just get the plastic ready, all right? I'm gonna squeeze almost all the water out, almost dry. Okay, like so. Okay, we're gonna put it in the plastic, all right? I wanna grab some more. Do the same thing. Almost dry, okay? So all you want is this stuff to be damp. That's all. You don't want this wet, you want it damp. And for that, you need to squeeze a lot of the water out, okay? That's it, all right? We have that, okay? I think we're just about ready to go with this. It is very important that you have some wire already pre-cut, because for this stuff, I swear, you're gonna need like 3 hands. I only have 2, and this is it, all right? Just at least something to help you hold it, okay? What you're gonna do, you're gonna start wrapping this stuff, this wire, from the bottom up, okay? So let's do that. Okay, so what I like to do is I kind of like to kind of put it all right here like that, all right? And just literally just a lot of it's gonna fall out, okay? It's okay, don't get frustrated, okay? So look at that. And just kind of just wrap it around. You see that? Just wrap around. And a lot of it, again, a lot of it's gonna fall out, okay? It is okay, guys, it is okay. Don't get frustrated with it. Just take it out, okay? Look at that, boom, guys. Right here, start pushing up, right here, okay? Okay, there you go. There you go, guys, look. You got this side, like this. Push that in and start wrapping around, okay? The bottom right now is the most important part, okay? Because this bottom, as soon as you can hold it here, you're golden, guys. You are definitely golden on that. So just keep wrapping, okay? Make sure that you have evenness all the way around, okay? Air layers are not supposed to be super pretty, but effective, okay? So you have that right there, okay? So you can go ahead and remove the top sphagnum moss, all that excess, you remove it, okay? And just wrap around, guys. Just wrap it around. Like so, okay? Boom. Okay, and you can hold it right there, get your wire, and start wrapping the bottom, guys. That bottom got to be secured. Okay, just go ahead and twist it, and as soon as you got that bottom secured, the rest is just piece of cake. All right, look, bam. All right, now you can let go, it'll stay in place. Now you can work into getting it a little bit more pretty. Do whatever you need to do to get this stuff sealed, all right, completely. You don't want any water to go in this air layer, because I promise you, when it starts raining, a lot of water is going to get into that air layer and it's going to definitely screw you up in the long run. All right, so just start wrapping. Okay, there you go. And there you go. Okay. Seal that top as much as you can, because this is where water starts coming in. All right, starts raining and it starts infiltrating from there. Even though I'm about to seal it up with some body tape, I still like to tighten that up. And this, for experience, guys, let me tell you, okay, I had a lot of failed air layers. They were all because of the same thing, because water would just get in it. All right, this is why I don't use the air layer balls anymore. Okay, I stopped using that stuff. I don't believe in it. All right, so there you go. Not pretty but effective air layer. Let's just go ahead and start sealing this stuff. Have your little body tape. Boom, guys, seal it completely. Just go ahead and get in here. Okay, that is pretty sealed. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, look, you see all this stuff right here hanging? I don't really need to be concerned too much about that, but I kind of don't like it. Anyways, let me just go ahead and try to seal the bottom, even though it's not as required than the top portion, right? Because water just don't go up, it goes down though. So let's just go ahead and see if I can seal it. Right here. Okay, right here. Let me just put the rest of it right here on the top, because I'm telling you, this top got to be sealed. Okay, boom. Okay, seal on the bottom, seal on the top. All right, and voila, guys, our first air layer out of like 6 or 7. Trust me, guys, you don't want to watch all 6 or 7. I'll probably give you one more, and then after that I'm gonna cut it, and then we're gonna go ahead and close this video. Right, so let's just go ahead and try one more air layer. All right, guys, we're gonna do a horizontal air layer right here on this one branch, and we're gonna go ahead and get rid of a lot of these micro branching. Okay, and these I can just break off. Okay, and we just open up our area where we're going to conduct our next air layer. We're gonna keep this section right here though. We're just gonna do the air layer on this section. Okay, I had to cut this branch. This is just growing this way. All right, so sadly, I wish it would have been in another, maybe growing that way or this way, but no. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get this area ready for that air layer. All right, guys, simple alcohol. Okay, never forget the alcohol. Okay, let's just go ahead and pick our node. All right, guys, so as you can see, there's the node that I kind of want my roots to grow. So I'm just, you know what? I want my roots to grow here, okay? This node right here, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our incision one node lower. So we're going to cut right here. This section is going to be our incision, okay? So let's just go ahead and do that. All right, guys, with a paper towel, just go ahead and give it a nice little scrub, all right? Get all that extra cambium layer out of this incision. It is very important that you remove absolutely all the cambium layer here. If you suspect that you have a little bit, just keep going at it, all right? You cannot have any cambium layer on this area, okay? Has to be perfectly clean to the wood. That is looking fantastic, guys. We're gonna go ahead and get our area wet with some water, okay? Same thing, Hormex number 8, little brush, makeup brush. You could use your wife makeup brush. It don't matter, she'll be fine. Same thing with the sphagnum moss, guys. We're gonna go ahead and get our sphagnum moss, get it only damp, put it in the plastic, and we're gonna wrap this thing up, all right? And look at that, guys. Another air layer. Boom. It looks like a piece of turd, but it's okay. You know, it's gonna work, all right? Watch, it's gonna work. You wanna bet? Guys, the aluminum foil, I didn't put in the other yet, but let's just go ahead and do that, all right? I like to put the shiny part out, okay? Not this part, shiny part, okay? Let's go ahead and wrap this thing. Another branch just flew. So right, it's okay, guys. Right, let's get that real nice, okay? All right, I got one. Let me go ahead and put the aluminum foil on the other air layer right here, okay? There you go, guys. 2 air layers on my Shishigashira. I still have a long way to go, guys, and I'm not gonna record all this, guys. It's just gonna take hours, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and we're gonna see at the end of the video, okay? So bear with me, stay nutty. There you go, guys. We have a total of 5 air layers right here in this Shishigashira. I was gonna go for maybe 7 or 8, but the reality is that this air layer was just impossible to do due to this branch that is very important. I couldn't go here, and I could not go on these 2, all right? Therefore, I sacrificed both of them. I did something. You guys are, actually, you know what? Let me show you. Look what I did. This is not gonna work, all right? But I don't know. I didn't feel like throwing them in the trash, so I just put them here. There's moss, there's root hormone, the whole shebang. There's 2 of them, all right? It's not gonna work, but then again, I don't know, okay? Who knows, right? Anyways, so there you go, guys. 5 air layers on this Shishigashira. Let me tell you guys that this stuff was just not easy. At one point, I was kind of gonna give up and continue tomorrow, but I just continue just pushing through. Right here, guys, let me tell you, these 2 puppies right here, this one and this one, were the hardest air layer that I ever done in my entire life. Just because, look, you see this branch right here? I had to wrap all this stuff and not break this branch. And this is a very brittle tree, okay? So that was a lot of work, guys. I almost gave up on it and just cut the whole thing, but I kept pushing through, and I successfully did that air layer and this one as well because of this one branch right here, okay? This one wasn't as bad as this one. This one was definitely the worst, guys, the worst. Thank God I didn't start right here, okay? So this one, fairly kind of hard, and then this one were just, you know, they were easy. This one's easy, and this one I recorded, and then this one I also recorded. Fairly easy, all right? So this is going to be the beginning of this bonsai, right? I can already kind of picture it, right? Let me see. So this is the front. This has to go. This branch got to go, okay? So this is going to be the front of the bonsai, right? So obviously this is gonna be gone. This whole thing is gonna be gone, right? So that's gonna be gone. This is going to be gone. This is going to be gone. And here, this branch, I will cut back to like around right here. Okay, sorry about that. I'm gonna cut back to right here, okay? And I'll see what grows out of that. Guys, this is it, all right? This is the beginning of this journey, and I want you guys to become part of this journey as I turn this Shishigashira into a bonsai. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is not gonna happen tomorrow. This is gonna take years. Right now, I got what? 9 weeks to wait until these air layers are done, right? Then after that, guess what? Fall's gonna be here. Everything's gonna go to sleep. Next year, spring, I will be doing kind of a root pruning on this tree, not a whole lot. I do not want to kill this tree, but if this tree dies, I'm gonna die with it. And then I'm gonna downgrade it to a smaller pot, right? Next year, this is the only thing that's gonna happen to this tree. The root, a little smaller, that's it. Next year, we'll see how the new growth is gonna go out here. So we'll give it light little pruning, okay? And then we're gonna prune the root system even more. And then hopefully, if the size of the root system is correct, I can put it into a bonsai pot and just finish the project, okay? So it's gonna take 2 to 3 years to finish this project, okay? But that's how it is. These are living things. We can't just go too hardcore on them. If not, they will die, all right? So with that being said, let's just go ahead and close this video. There you go, guys. Another successful air layer video here at the Nut House. First things, before we close this video, I want to thank Mr. Jason Roberts, the owner of Creek House Bonsais and Nursery, for teaching me and giving me all the pointers that I needed to successfully do this video. He was the one that helped me point out where to do all the incisions in this tree in order to have a nice bonsai at the end, okay? Thank you very much, Mr. Robert. I really appreciate all your help. Also, I highly suggest you to join the Maple Nuts Facebook group. There is where I give all the behind the scenes updates here at the Maple Nuts headquarters. Furthermore, we would love to see your journey in gardening. And if you have questions, you can post them there too, and I'm pretty sure that someone will help you out, as we have built a great community based on honor and integrity. Other than that, I got nothing else for you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay naughty, my friends.
Hey there, Maple Nuts. Here it is. It's been 13 weeks since I did these air layers, all right? And today's the day, okay? Today, however it is, I believe that some of them didn't take, but some of them did. And we're gonna separate those, put them in pots, and seal those wounds. And for that, we're gonna need a couple of items here, okay? Disregard the table and the pot, because those are stands for my camera. But we're gonna need a couple of pots, cutting tools, a paste to seal the wounds, a couple of miscellaneous tools, and some soil, all right? You can pick bonsai soil, you can pick the regular soil that I make. I'll put the link right there, okay? It's gonna work, it works fine, okay? I'm gonna use that soil, and I'm gonna get the roots to grow a little bit more before I put them in bonsai pots, all right? So we're gonna do that right now. All right, guys, so these are the air layers, and you can tell that I opened this one. Okay, I opened this one. It didn't look like it had any roots, so I wanted to like inspect, and sure enough, it didn't have any. And I'm kind of sad about that because, you know, that's one failed air layer, all right? Now, keep in mind that I started these air layers super late in the season, guys. I got busy, then I started procrastinating, and really, I don't have any excuse. I could have done this sooner, and I didn't, and I'm sorry about that, but it is what it is. You know, it's been 13 weeks. We need to get these air layers out to give them a little bit more a chance to grow a little bit more roots in the pots before winter. Winter is just around the corner, guys. These trees are already starting to turn, all right? All my trees are starting to turn. So it's about that time. Let's just go ahead and undo this one, okay? Let's just start with the bad news first, all right? All right, guys, I think that's a very good view of this one air layer, and we're just gonna undo it. Where should I start here? Just start right here. All right, so first things, what I want to address here is that these air layer, what happened to this is that water got to it. I don't know how. They are all sealed, top and bottom, all right? And I'll show you later, but I really don't know. It's plastic, water should have not got into it, and it did, so it is what it is, guys. I failed at something. I really don't know, maybe through the crack here, you know, because the tape was already up to here, maybe through here, maybe it got in there, okay? So let's just go ahead and open this, and it's not looking good, guys. So this is definitely a failed air layer, and it didn't call us over, guys. There's a separation between the bottom and the top that it is enjoined. So in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and probably let this one die off, guys. I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna let it die off, and I'm just gonna cut it, all right? And just forget that this ever happened. I can reapply root hormone here, and rewrap it, and maybe hopefully next year I'll get some sort of rooting, but I'm not gonna do that. All right, it's a Shishigashira. I know I have quite a few successful air layers, so losing one is really not going to hurt me at all. This is a personal decision. If it was someone else and they asked me, I would definitely tell them, hey, reapply some root hormone and rewrap it, and just hope for it. Maybe next year will be a better year for it. But my personal opinion on my air layer, I'm just gonna get rid of it. All right, so water got to it. Look at that, guys. Not cool. This is the number one reason why your air layers are failing. It is because of overwater. Failed. All right, guys, we got one of the failed air layers out of the way. I suspect that, which one is it? I suspect that I got more failed air layers. And I suspect that this one also got overwatered. You see how it's really dark? Look, let me show you something, guys. This one is a successful air layer, but look how it's not overwatered. You see the color, right? You see that? You see the color that this was really dark, okay? And that is dark, meaning, look, you see that? There is overwater on this air layer. And look, guys, this is what I wanted to talk to you about. You see how I seal them? But look, you see that little hole right there? Maybe through there, water got inside here. And that is why most likely this is a fair air layer. I really don't know, because the other side, even though it looks a little dark, it also don't. There are some parts here that doesn't, okay? I can see it's over water, guys. This is probably a fail. So we're gonna get on this one right here, okay? Sure enough, guys, this is a failed air layer, or it looks like, and we're gonna open it up. Oh, it had a small root. All right, so guys, you see that? There is a root there. So here, what I'm going to do is I am going to rewrap this air layer. It doesn't have enough root to support itself, so I'm gonna go ahead and rewrap it, maybe revisit it in a couple of weeks, in hope that it's going to give me some more roots, but it's not looking good for it either. All right, so guys, I'm not gonna wrap it. I'm just gonna put a pot right there. Okay, so let me go ahead and get a pot and see what I can do here. Okay, it's just gonna be a pain in the ass to just rewrap this stuff, guys. And for this, I'm just gonna use a pot right here. Okay, and I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it right through here. Okay, right there. Okay, to the middle. Okay, now I'm gonna have to make a circle right here. Okay, and for that, I'm just gonna use this wire cutter. All right, I think this is quite sufficient right here, this little hole right here, okay? I'm just gonna put this pot right here, like so, okay? Right there. Okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of wire around this pot right here. Okay, that's good enough. This branch is gonna hold its pot. It's gonna prevent it from going down. So I am good right here. I'm gonna go ahead, cut my wire. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this with some of the soil that I make, okay? All right, guys, so look, right? Some of that right there, okay? And then that's it, okay? I'm gonna water it. Obviously, now I need to keep an eye on this one, all right, guys? This one, I have to water regularly, okay? I can't just ignore it like these, all right? Remember, these are holding humidity inside. Remember, at the beginning of this video, I got these humid, all right? Nothing is coming in, nothing is going out, okay? Or well, I hope, but I can start seeing these getting overwatered. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that these hold humidity. That one does not hold humidity, all right? You have to water this. It's very crucial, okay? So I can't believe I just pulled a fast one here. I was not expecting this, okay? So anyways, let's just continue, guys. We have 1, 2, 3. So far, this is not looking too great, guys. It's not looking great at all. And I believe it has to do with proper sealment. That's one, okay? If I would have sealed all these air layer properly, I would have gotten most likely 100% take on all of them. However, that is not the case. Let's just keep on going. I know for a fact this one got some roots under, okay? And I know for a fact that this one has some roots, but I don't know this one, okay? And this is going to be our next one. Guys, that is another failed air layer. Jesus Christ, guys, Jesus Christ. All right, so, nope, no roots, so bye. So far, 2 failures, okay? One that is not a failed, however, is just taking its sweet time, and I don't think it's gonna be ready this year. Sad. And I hope that it'll hold on throughout winter because it's just not gonna be ready, okay? It's not a failure though, okay? It is a success. It got roots, and from there, it's just gonna keep rooting, all right? So I'm glad about that. So far, 1 kind of successful and 2 failures, all right? Now, I know this one is a success, and I know that one is a success. So I know that at the end of this video, I'm gonna have 2 successful, 1 in limbo, and 2 failures on this one tree, all right? I could have tried again. However, I have so many Shishigashiras in my garden that it's just not doable. It's not worth it for me, okay? Again, for me. I would have suggested you guys to try again. However, it's not good. It's not good for me, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and undo this puppy right there. All right, guys, look, bam, bam, roots right here, okay? So what's gonna happen is I am going to detach this one air layer out of here, okay? And then we're gonna work with it. We're gonna put it in a pot, all right? All right? Here it is, guys, beautiful, okay? I mean, I'm sad it doesn't have more roots that I would like, but you know, I'll take that, all right? All right, now we got this one air layer, very beautiful one. Let's just go ahead and start cutting. Nice. Now this is a beautiful air layer. Look at the color on it. You can tell it didn't get over water at no time. You squeeze it, look, no water dripping. This is great. This was a perfect air layer, guys. This is what you need, all right? Look at that, beautiful roots right there wrapping around the actual air layer. I feel very good about this. Again, I would have loved to see more roots out of this one air layer, but guys, you know, it is so late in the season right now. I failed to do this earlier. If I would have done this earlier, I would have not been in this situation right now, but it is what it is, guys. You know, at this time, I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm gonna cut that branch, hope for the best, guys. It is a lot of tree for not a whole lot of roots, all right? It is okay, I'm aware of that. I'm still gonna risk it. Last year air layer, you guys saw it, it was just a tiny little roots, and today that tree is still alive. I'm gonna show it to you in a couple of minutes, but it is still alive, guys. It's alive and it's thriving, all right? So let's just go ahead and cut. Make a cut right here, okay? There you go, guys. Okay. Let's put that in a pot as well. Wow, that is a lot of tree for not a whole lot of roots, guys. I'm not feeling it. So what I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna cut a couple of branches, okay? Just to give it the best chance of survival, all right? So no biggie here, okay? Just go ahead and put that here. Hopefully it doesn't turn. All right, oh, it will. Too much tree. All right, and now, if we take a good look at the Shishigashira, okay? We got this branch right here. That one, remember, is gonna get cut. So we have managed to just compress this tree down a lot. All right, and I'm feeling well about it. I'm just put a little bit of tree wound sealer there. All right, okay. I'm good with this for a first step to creating a bonsai out of my Shishigashira. We still got this puppy there in limbo. Let me go ahead and show you my last Shishigashira air layer from last year, okay? Guys, this is it. This is the Shishigashira from last year, okay? It's being overwatered. I could already tell. All right. The reason is because I'm an idiot. Sometimes I do stupid things, and I put this next to my other bonsais that their soil is APL, right, or Akadama, pumice, and lava rock. And this one has some organic material as well as the APL. And this one holds water way more than the other ones, all right? So is it gonna die? No, it's not gonna die. I'm good so far. If I keep doing it, yeah, I'll kill it. All right. But anyways, it's doing great. All right, it did great all year, except for now it's fall and it's starting to, it got beat up by the sun. I'll tell you that, and it shows in some of the leaves here, there, little burn here and there. Okay, it's okay. It's all good. The tree's alive. This tree, I didn't think it was going to make it, guys. It had less roots than this, but keep in mind it's way less tree than these two. So I'm a little concerned. I'm still gonna go with it, guys. If they die, I mean, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it, all right? Because I have so many Shishigashiras. I got like 5 of them, all right? And 2 more, that's, it's more work, right? So if I am success at these, I told you guys from the beginning in this year, all these stuff are just gonna be trees that I will be giving away in the channel anyway. So technically I'm losing them. I'm just giving them for free or dying, the same thing, I'm losing them. Anyway, so let's just go ahead and start working with these 2 little puppies right here. All right, guys, here it is, number 1, okay? And for this, what you want to do, guys, is you need to be very careful here. These roots are fragile. You don't want to... This tree doesn't have any roots to spare. Okay? So we're just going to have to be very, very careful. Okay, I got these little sticks right here. Just going to start poking around here a little bit. Okay? There is another root, I believe, right here, okay? So we need to be very careful in this area. I really don't know if it's one or not, but we need to be very careful, okay? All right, guys, so we got some roots here, and I broke this one, guys. Totally broke it. I don't know why I keep doing. All right, I failed. I don't even know what to say, okay? But good thing is that it got some roots going on here, and it, guys, is not looking good, guys. I made failed with this. I totally messed it up. All right, so what am I gonna do? Okay, so I don't have a whole lot of roots here. I have a lot of tree here. So what I'm gonna do is simple. I'm just gonna cut. I'm gonna cut and cut. Okay, this little tree, that little roots. That way, this is not demanding water and nutrients that this cannot afford to give. All right, so I messed it up. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that little sphagnum moss here. Okay, I'm not gonna mess around too much with it because I cannot afford to lose any more roots. That's it, we're done. Okay, so look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna go ahead. All right, this is way too much of a pot for this tree. So what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna downgrade the pot, all right? This is too much. This is a 1 gallon pot for this little thing. It's too much, guys, all right? So let me just go ahead and find another pot. All right, so I found this little square, kind of flexible ones right here. And obviously this is still a 1 gallon pot, except for a square. Well, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut maybe to around right there, okay? And I'm gonna cut all this stuff out. Look at that, guys, all right? This is perfect right here. Put a little bit of soil. Okay. Put this little puppy right here. All right, guys, so in here is buried a little bit too deep, and I want it that way. I wanted it that way. I want this tree to just grow a little bit more roots, guys, just a tiny little bit more, right? It's probably we're gonna get a little bit of root growing this year, but the majority of the roots are grown next year. So next year, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna repot this tree, bring it up, okay, and hopefully it has put a decent amount of roots. In the meantime, I'm gonna give it a little bit of sea kelp, okay? Sea kelp is very known for root growth, okay? So I'm gonna give it a little bit of CK or sea kelp on this tree, and I'm gonna hope that this tree makes it, all right? I don't really think I lost a root about this big on this tree that it needed, and it came when I was pulling. I felt it that the ball twist, and usually if you feel the ball twisting, that's game over. The roots broke. Okay, you cannot let these twist when you start undoing them. All right, so you gotta be very careful with these. Unfortunately, I failed, guys. I failed, and I feel very embarrassed because it's kind of what I do, YouTube channel. But at the same time, look, guys, I don't hide anything from you guys, and I want you guys to know that, you know, I messed up. You guys are gonna mess up eventually. Everybody does. I've seen experts messing up air layers all the time. It is okay, guys. It's just part of the journey. I want you guys to know that if you ever mess up an air layer, I want you guys to know that there are thousands of people out there just failing at air layers, all right? You're not the only one. You don't have to feel bad, okay? Just do whatever you can and keep moving forward, all right? I'm not gonna lose sleep over this at all, okay? So I wish you the best. All right, guys, next one is this one that does have a fair amount of roots, and wow, let's just start by taking these. Okay, so from now on, I am not gonna grab the ball and the tree at the same time, because if it twists, you're done, okay? And that is exactly what happened to the other air layer. So I'm just going to look, guys, just put it right here in the table, flat. Let me just take this off the table so you guys are able to see. I'm a messy one, okay? And I'm just gonna put it flat here on the table and just work with it this way. And let's hope that I don't mess this one up, guys. I'm gonna be so freaking pissed if I do so. Okay, so I don't have any roots on this side, okay? But I can see that all the roots are right here on this side. So let's just go ahead and, come on, don't break, all right? Do not break. slowly start getting these. Also, I have to give you guys the best view, so it doesn't help me either. Okay, it doesn't have any roots, but I can tell where it's going to grow roots here. So this is great. Okay, so at this point, I think I'm not gonna mess around with it too much more, guys. This is too much. Should I get these wet? I'm about to get these wet, all right? Give me 1 second. All right, let's continue with these. I don't want to mess it up. Please don't mess up. I'm gonna go ahead and lay it onto his side, guys. I want this stuff moving. Okay. And obviously I don't have the best view for you guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, because right view would have been like right here, right? But at the same time, I cannot risk this one air layer, guys. So let's just keep on pulling slowly. Okay. Don't break. All right. This is going great so far. It is going great, guys. Okay. All you gotta do is just be patient with it. Be very, very patient. Don't get desperate. Okay. And next year, I'm gonna try the pot method for air layering. I've never done that. Okay, I always wrap it around. I learned that from Heron's Bonsai, and usually, you know, when things work, I tend to like not change at all. Okay, but then again, you know, I have this YouTube channel that I have to. This is a learning channel, and I have to kind of like teach you guys how to do everything, right? So I'm gonna try next year that method, and maybe I will not have problems with overwater. Okay, I think these may be, I don't even know. Okay, but guys, look at this time. Look, this is good enough. Okay, these are just a few roots for a whole lot of trees. Again, guys, we're gonna have to start making sacrificial cuts on this tree, just because it's just too much, guys. Too much tree, so little roots. And again, this would have never happened to me if I would have done it in the right season and not during summer, guys, because I did this during summer, midsummer actually. You know, so my bad for that. This that I'm doing right now, just cutting the excess trunk in the bottom. Okay, what I'm gonna seal this one because this is just too thick. All right, too thick of a cut. So I'm gonna go ahead and seal that with this, and just what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna revisit it maybe in about a year or two. Okay, I'm just gonna revisit it, check it, maybe do some extra cutting, and that's it. Okay, seal it right there. It's good. That's good. All right, that is very good. All right, that is sealed. All right, now again, I have too much tree for so little roots. All right, so obviously there's gonna have to be some sacrificial cutting here, and I'm gonna go ahead and start with these, the cross okay? Actually, this whole branch gotta go right here. Okay, that has to go here. We have 3 branches here, okay? So the front of the tree is probably gonna be this right here, okay? So you probably are not gonna be able to see this. Okay, so this one gotta go because it's growing towards the center. I have to make cuts, guys. I can't just put this tree in the pot and expect it to do well with those little roots. All right, I got this branch here growing inwards, gotta go. I have a branch growing right here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give that one a chance and get rid of the thickest one. I have a branch growing here. That is very interesting. I could just go ahead and get rid of this whole branch right here if I wanted to, which I need to. So bye. Bye, Felicia. Right? Okay, I need to seal this one. And right here, I could... You see, I don't like this right here. You see how that curve right here? I don't like that. And I really don't like the rest of this tree from here to all the way here. So I'm just gonna... Bye. Look how it's looking, guys. You see? I went heavy on it. I went heavy on it, guys. Not gonna lie. So, but I like it. Now I look at it and it looks better to me, like aesthetically better. So I'm happy. It's my tree. So you do whatever makes you happy. This makes me happy. Plus, you guys know that I had to. Those little small roots aren't gonna feed shit. All right, those little roots right there. No. Okay, so I think this is good. I think this is good, and this is probably pushing it too. So I like it. I like this one branch, okay? And I should probably go a little bit lower on it. Should I? This branch is not... Yeah, this branch I can use it. So no, I'm not gonna go any lower, okay? So this is it, guys. I'm gonna put in a pot. Same thing as the other one, okay? Right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep in mind, I do have bonsai starter pots, but I'm too lazy right now. I don't want to go inside, so I'm just gonna put it here. Screw it. Next year I'll take care of it. Okay, which is about the same size too. And I'm just gonna put it right here, guys. That's it. All right. Okay, guys, same thing as the other one. A little bit too deep, guys. Not too much on this one, okay? In hope that these roots are gonna do better and grow and grow enough to sustain the size of this trunk, guys. This trunk is pretty heavy and pretty thick for the amount of roots. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start sealing these trees on those 2 big wounds that I just gave it, guys. Just massive. pretty ridiculous if you ask me. Okay, this is one right here. Okay, make it wrap around a little bit. And then the other one too, okay? And right here, guys. Right here. Guys, I am feeling so great about this one. I cut a massive amount of it, and yet it looks so nice. I'm about to show you right now. Look, guys, I can work with that, okay? I can definitely work. This tree was it had branches up to up here and then branches up to up here. I don't want that. I don't need it, okay? So look, this is what I want. This thick ass trunk right here. Look at that, right? So I'm happy with that. I'm kind of happy with this. God, I do pray for this one. It lost a massive root. I think this is it, guys. So look, I got 2 successful air layers, which I wouldn't call it completely successful. I could have done better, guys, you know. It is what it is. And I have one right here in limbo. We'll see, okay? It has a nice, decent root. And most definitely I'm gonna start cutting some out of that. And this is last year, guys. It shows that, you know, even though it had small roots, it still made it through the winter, made it through the entire year. All this heat that we got, it made it, guys. Look, beautiful. All right. So, and then I'm gonna show you both failed air layers, guys. 2 failed air layers, and both of them were overwatered. Okay. Look, guys, if I would have applied a little bit more of root hormone, I could have most likely gotten roots out of this one for sure. Okay. And out of this one, most likely on this side right here. Look, it was callousing right here. You see that? It joined right here. You see that line of callus? This is all callus, guys. That is all callus. Okay, this branch actually joined together. I could have just left it there and it would have been fine without even without the peat moss. It would have stayed alive and just keep callusing over. And do you know why I know that? I'm gonna go ahead and show you one that did callus over. This right here, guys, is my Kurenaishi, one of them, okay? And this, I tried to air layer this whole branch right here, okay, right here, last year. And I have a video on that air layer, and it was a failed air layer, guys. Look, it calloused over completely, okay? I just took the air layer ball, took it out, and then that's it, guys. I just kept leaving, you know. Looks a little beat up, though. Okay, but for the most part, it's doing fantastic, guys. Alive. I could actually attempt to air layer it right here again and just keep this because I kind of want this. This is gonna look amazing as the base of a bonsai right here. Okay. So oh my God, guys, I'm a messy gardener. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm a messy gardener and I like it. I freaking love it, guys. Whew. All right. So there you go, guys. A not so successful air layering video. And to tell you the truth, I do have hopes for these two that they're gonna make it, and the one in limbo. Especially the one in limbo, because that one's still attached to the mother plant. It's still getting all that waters from the mother plant. So I have high hopes for the one on limbo. And these two, guys, I really don't know. You know, I'm just gonna give it a 50-50. Same as this one, guys. This one, right? If you guys watch the video on this air layer, you guys know that it barely had any roots, guys. And that was what I detached this air layer. All right, I detached this in 2023. And anyways, I have the video on this. I'm gonna go ahead and post it somewhere in this video. Okay, I'm gonna post it right there. Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, it was 2023, and then it spent all 2024 in this pot doing fantastic, and now it's not looking that fantastic, but it's all good, guys. I can correct that. I can just take it out from the other bonsais where those are APL and they require more water than this one. So I'm gonna treat this one differently. Okay, so these are gonna make it. I'm sure. I have high hopes for this, especially this one. This one has a nice trunk on it, and I didn't break any of the roots. It didn't have as much root as I would have hoped so, but it is okay, guys. I'm just gonna go ahead, leave it there, okay, until next year. Next year I will deal with it. Okay, in the meantime, I'm just gonna apply a little bit of sea kelp on this tree and on this tree, in hope that it would just push a little bit more of roots before they go to sleep this year. Okay, now what did I learn from this video? Well, I learned something very simple. There are windows or seasons for everything in gardening, right? There are seasons for ceilings, there are seasons for air layering, and there are seasons for grafting. All right, and you need to pay close attention to those windows. You cannot miss those windows. If you miss those windows, you're gonna have more problems. I'm not telling you that you will not be successful, okay, because I started grafting late and I still got me a couple of grafts. I failed in a lot of them, but I got me quite a few decent grafts, right? And here, okay, I started super late with the air layers, and still I got me some rootings. I got me roots, all right? And these needs roots to survive, and I got them. The other one just needs a little bit more, all right? But what I'm trying to say here, guys, is look, the process is good. What I failed was the timing, all right? So you can learn from this, okay? So you don't have to make the same mistakes that I make, okay? So you follow the process in the right window, you will be fine. I promise you. Now, if you like the video, please hit the like button, as it helps the channel with the YouTube algorithm. It helps to push these videos out there to more people like you. Now, if you would like to find out what happened to these two puppies throughout time, please consider subscribing to the Maple Nuts YouTube channel, as you will be getting a notification every time I post a video. So with that being said, I got nothing else for you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay naughty, my friends.